Allianz Arena has never seen a day like this. For the first time here, Bayern can seal the title on home soil for the first time in 19 years. Well, this is decision day, the final match day. Here, Bayern face Eintracht Frankfurt, while Dortmund go away to take on Borussia Mönchengladbach. The state of play is this: a 2-point Bayern lead, a superior goal difference. In essence, a point for Bayern would seal it, while Frankfurt and Gladbach have a dream still of reaching the Champions League. It is also the end of an era. Farewells to two true greats, the Wing Wizards. Arjen Robben and Franck Ribery depart. Between the famous pair for now, an amazing 38 major trophies, to which they hope to add this afternoon. Thank you and farewell to two icons of the Bundesliga, and to Rafinha as well, the 3 R's, leaving Bayern after today's game, after year upon year of service. Manuel Neuer close to fitness, but not yet ready. Sven Ulreich deputises. It's the same team held scoreless in Leipzig. Joshua Kimmich was a minor doubt, but is fit to start. Leon Goretzka stands to win his first major honour. On the flanks, the new generation of Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman. While in Robert Lewandowski's sights, a 4th Torjäger Kanone. He starts on 22 goals, 4 clear of Paco Alcácer. It is, of course, a 75,000 full house for the last match day. Well, this may well be Kevin Trapp's final game in Frankfurt's goal. He's off to PSG to return. The back three sees Makoto Hasebe in for Simon Fallet. Hasebe, a last day winner of the title with Wolfsburg 10 years ago. Jonathan de Guzman, today's one addition for Adi Hütter. And what a stage this is for Real Madrid-bound Luka Jovic. In all competitions, 27 goals this season, hence why he's set for Spain, and a reported €60 million transfer. It is a truly perfect setting. Will the season have the perfect climax here for Bayern? I'm joined today by Mark Schwarzer. Mark, as always, welcome to you. Last day drama, it's what we wanted.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think most neutral fans would have wanted this. In a way, for Bayern fans, it's just made it that little bit more exciting, really, when they sit back afterwards and it's all done and dusted. And I'm talking as if Bayern are going to win the title, of course. You know, they'll be thinking, you know what, that was one incredible season in terms of not having it won in advance, and it's gone down right to the wire. And this is what football's all about. You know, it's exciting.
But Bayern have won so much so often. Do these players still feel pressure?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no doubt whatsoever. I think the way that this season's unfolded for Bayern Munich, in particular in the first half of the season, there is an enormous amount of pressure on them performing at a level. There's an expectation around this club, and they hadn't been doing it up to that point. They've come good in the second half of the season, and today is their opportunity to make sure that they finish the job off.
Well, here they come, the departing greats. Thank you and farewell. Arjen Robben, Franck Ribery. Glorious, glorious careers. Between them, 38 major trophies. Ribery, 8 Bundesligas. Arjen Robben is on 7. Men who know the Meisterschale like it's the family silver. Well, after 10 months of toil and at times turmoil, it is still Bayern in pole position here on the last match day for the Bundesliga's first photo finish in 9 years. For now they lead by a nose. Just one more point will see them take the tape. But if they lose, they can be overtaken by Dortmund as long as they win their game in Mönchengladbach. For Frankfurt here, they start just 1 point off 4th. And before the game, of course, Arjen Robben and Franck Ribery will take centre stage with Rafinha. The three departing legends, icons of this famous Bavarian club, will now bid the fans here a most emotional farewell.
Wenn wir in die Südkurve schauen, da steht Servus und Danke für Kampf und Einsatz.
Mark, three amazing careers, three great players, true legends of Bayern.
Yeah, without a doubt, I mean, these guys have had incredible careers here at this club. We talk about, obviously, Ribery and Arjen Robben, you know, what they've accomplished. Names, Rafinha's been in the background at times. He's someone who's not been seen as a regular. However, if you look at what they've accomplished, it's pretty impressive. What's going to be interesting is what's going to happen post Bayern Munich. Will Arjen Robben finish playing football like he's maybe suggested? Will Ribery wants to continue to play, and I've just got notice right this moment there's a big chance he'll be unveiled as a new player of a new club tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, farewell Rafinha in all competitions, 265 games in the famous red jersey. On the bench today with Robben and Ribery, and there are tears. He says it's a family here at Bayern for him. 8 seasons for Rafinha, 16 major trophies, and now Ribery, 12 years, a true Bayern icon. Yet there are tears, yes there's emotion, but he departs as one of the all-time greats, and can today set a new benchmark. No man has ever won 9 Meisterschales. He can do that today. Leads the applause for a trio the like of which you may never see again at one club at the same time. Arjen Robben, he starts here by the way on 98 goals in the Bundesliga. Can he score 2 from the bench to complete the most perfect of scripts? Just listen to this. Applause, acclaim, adoration for these three. Arjen Robben, Franck Ribery, Rafinha. Between them, they are 5 shy of 1,000 games in all competitions for Bayern. Sterling service barely covers it. As Mark says, where do their futures lie? It appears Rafinha is maybe bound back for Brazil and maybe Flamengo in Rio. We'll see where the futures lie of the 2 great wingers. Meanwhile, a game to play here, and the referee in charge for this one is Sanches Stegemann for this one this afternoon. Assistants Mike Pickel, Tobias Christ, and with VAR in Cologne, it is Frank Willenborg, the man with a monitor, keeping a close eye on Matchday 34 for us. Well, the older generation bid their farewells, and the stage taken by the likes of Coman and Gnabry, the new wingers, the new wing stars for Bayern. Mats Hummels today plays his 300th career game too in the Bundesliga. Luka Jovic may be on his way to Real Madrid. The blank canvas is set for this one, the last match day of the season. Well, here we go, in the balance, the last match day, Bayern's 2-point lead. It's not their title yet. 1 more point will seal the deal. With me, Mark Schwartz. Mark, the stage set perfectly.
It certainly is. I mean, what better position to be in for Bayern Munich at home? Their record has been fantastic since the start of the year. They haven't lost in their last 10 games here at home. Their record against Eintracht Frankfurt is very, very good here at home. So, and the scene set, they can win their first ever trophy, well, win first ever title here in the Allianz Arena. You know, it's all in their hands. They can rewrite their history books. Fantastic occasion.
And here is Luka Jovic on the chase for Frankfurt. 27 club goals in the Bundesliga 17. In a glorious warm afternoon in Bavaria, 23 degrees at kickoff. A full house, and the place is absolutely rocking, as of course on the last day it would be. With a title in the balance and a title to win. Well, a year ago Frankfurt did deny Bayern a trophy when they beat them in the DFB Cup final a year tomorrow, the 19th of May. There is Goretzka for Alaba for Bayern meanwhile. On to Coman. Now Mats Hummels for Niklas Süle. In those 10 home wins, they've also kept an amazing 7 clean sheets. They are at home at the moment, Mark, fairly unbeatable. Bayern, 10 home wins. Imperious form in front of their own fans.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. They have got an unbelievable form here. The problem they've got to have is, or you've got to be careful about, is having complacency. Knowing that you've got such a great run, Eintracht Frankfurt are in a bad run of form, and you think, well, it's almost going to be like a foregone conclusion. But they've got enough experienced players out there to know that they can't take anything for granted.
Yeah, Frankfurt's form has seen them take only 2 points from their last 5 games. No win in those 5. They are the second least informed team. Only Freiburg have taken fewer points over the last 5 games than Adi Hütter's men have. Meanwhile, there's a knock here for Filip Kostic.
Tell you what, I think he's done well to take that one on the chin, or on the side of the head. It was a pretty severe elbow there. I mean, I don't think it was intentional, but he's done well to get up again.
A player who agreed a 4-year stay with Frankfurt yesterday. Turned his loan from Hamburg into a full-time move on Friday. There's Hinteregger into Ante Rebic. It's Thomas Müller, denied there by Gilson Fernandes. Thiago's pass into the orbit of Gnabry. On the slide there, the impressive Martin Hinteregger.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. I watched him live in London against Chelsea the other day, and I thought he was excellent. You know, the only blemish he has is he missed a penalty, but that's, you know, that can happen to anyone. And I thought he had a superb game.
Yes, on loan from Augsburg, they, I believe, want around 10 million euros, which would be a Frankfurt club record if they were to splash the cash and sign him. Here is Thomas Müller. Hit long beyond Luka Jovic. And now Hummels for Bayern. Thomas Müller into Lewandowski. And Thomas Müller here into Coman! Oh, it's the start of title dreams here for Bayern. Inside 4 minutes, off and running, it's Kingsley Coman.
Yeah, cool, calm finish, wasn't it? You can see it unfolding in front of you as the Frankfurt players got drawn in. No one was looking over their shoulder. Kingsley Coman very free. Lewandowski didn't see him, but then the pass came inevitably from Müller, and a very calm finish. Brilliant start for Bayern, just what they needed.
Any title nerves, any jitters, dispelled by that from Coman. His 6th league goal of the season as Bayern make a start here, which is perfection personified. We're back here with Kevin Trapp. Frankfurt's last away game saw them let in 6 first-half goals at Leverkusen 2 weeks ago, and behind here early inside 4 minutes.
We talk about Thomas Müller in terms of his game's evolved a little bit. You know, he's not been prolific in front of goal, but his distribution, his eye for detail, his eye for finding that final pass. I mean, he's a quality player, and some would say he's become even better since he's been admitted from the German squad.
Here is Thomas Müller again. Müller's cross towards Coman once more, headed behind by Da Costa for a Bayern corner. Or maybe not, there was a flag here for offside anyway, so it's going to be only a free kick for Frankfurt. Bayern, of course, led by the ex-Frankfurt coach, Niko Kovac, their cup-winning coach from last season against Bayern. I'm sure news has filtered already through to the Borussia Park, where Dortmund are away to Gladbach. Don't forget, Bayern are points enough here to win the title. And here they're on course for now for all three.
Yeah, all Dortmund can do is concentrate on playing their own game. Forget about what's happening elsewhere. They're only control their own destiny right now. They're going to get 3 points on the board and hope that Bayern slip up. But the way that Bayern started now, it's unlikely, isn't it?
Here is Hummels for Bayern. This would be, if they can seal the deal here, 7 successive Meisterschales. There's Coman, away from Abraham. Covered there by Makoto Hasebe, the now veteran Japanese of 35 years. Well, the Bayern hierarchy enjoying their team start here. Uli Hoeneß and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Thomas Müller here for Lewandowski, rolled across. Gnabry! Oh, and Trapp with the legs, saved superbly.
Yeah, very good save from Trapp. You know, he stood on his feet as long as he possibly could and then made himself big. Gnabry's got to score though, hasn't he? He's got to hit the front and the back of the net. It's in a great position. You know, it's borderline whether or not he's onside. Lewandowski, but a great ball. Waited for Hinteregger to open his legs up, plays the ball perfectly into the path of Gnabry.
Well, Gnabry with 10 has now scored double figures in 3 successive years for 3 different clubs. Werder Bremen, Hoffenheim, and this year with Bayern. Gelson Fernandes looks for Kostic. Now Joshua Kimmich. Look at Muller's run. And Kimmich has seen him as well.
Yeah, at the moment, Eintracht, there's a lot of ball watching going on. Not players picking up runners so much. You saw that at that moment there when you had Thomas Müller making that run. There were 3 Eintracht Frankfurt players following him. Not a lot of communication going on at the moment.
Joshua Kimmich for Serge Gnabry. Hinteregger's block comes back Gnabry's way here for Bayern. It is already, you sense a party mood in Bavaria for this one. Place is rocking, and that start, that goal so early on for Bayern has got the mood even higher. This game was a 4-1 win for Bayern last season. Gnabry, Joshua Kimmich, now Thiago, the clever little Spaniard. It's Thiago still here, sets up Alaba and pushed away by the flying Kevin Trapp, and Bayern here looking rampant early on.
They certainly are. I tell you what, Kevin Trapp had to be on his toes. It was a very good strike from the edge of the box, full stretch to his left, tips of Bayern for a corner, did really well. Yeah, he's done really well, Kevin Trapp, just waited for it. Didn't anticipate, waited till the last moment, sprung himself. Brilliant save.
Well, Bayern with 12 goals from corners so far this season. The header here over the bar on this occasion. Another dangerous set piece, and Lewandowski, of course, was in there as the chief danger.
Yeah, he's someone you don't want to leave free in the box there. Hinteregger, I think he's claiming for a push there. Would have been interested had it been a goal, whether or not. You can see there his arms out. Possibly would have been overruled had it have gone to the VAR.
A rather bruising first 10 here then for Eintracht Frankfurt. Their last away win to Bayern was back in 2000. Up goes Thomas Müller. Goretzka into Gnabry. Back with Ulreich. No, Manuel Neuer again injured, but is close to fitness. They have one eye on next week's cup final against RB Leipzig. Throw taken here by Kostic. Luka Jovic. Jovic, strong and clever, holds off Zula. And then Kimmich comes in to help out Niklas Zulic. Still there with Luka Jovic. The cross here just looks for Rebic, but it's easy for goalkeeper Ulreich.
Tell you what, a better directed cross there, and Rebic would have been in. And very, very close there. Bayern switched off for a split second there. I think they thought they had won the ball back. But Jovic did really well to continue and keep his feet.
He breaks here Goretzka's way. Goretzka for Coman. Now he is quick. We know that. No way beyond Abraham, but I think maybe a handball given here by the referee against the Frankfurt skipper, David Abraham. Well, Bayern, a team who do use the dead ball really well. 18 set-piece goals. Only Augsburg have got a better record at scoring from dead balls than Bayern in the current season. This one taken by Alaba. He has one of the best left feet in the Bundesliga. Goretzka. And Mats Hummels. Hummels looks for Gnabry. Hinteregger's header drops only to Thomas Müller's benefit. It's Gnabry. Lewandowski held off by Abraham. And Hinteregger clear. Mix-up here lets in Luka Jovic. Jovic on the surge here, now comes Kostic. Will take on Zula. It's Kostic here for Luka Jovic. Well taken in. Now De Guzman. The shot though is tamed from De Guzman. Easy save here for goalkeeper Ulreich.
Yeah, Bayern did well to get back in numbers there. Stunted the attack from Eintracht Frankfurt. You can see there, Jovic desperately wanted to get the ball on his right-hand side. They kept him on his left foot. And then by that stage, they had numbers back and they were able to nullify the attack. And all that was left was De Guzman to have a shot. And it was a very tame shot from quite a distance.
It was a painful fall for Kimmich in there. Here is Thomas Müller for Lewandowski. Quick feet and a good save again by Trapp, who's a busy goalkeeper so far. Now that's 3 saves in the first, 12 and a half minutes of the game for the Frankfurt goalkeeper here.
Yeah, he does really well. Firstly, Lewandowski, where I tell you what, ball control, skill, toe poke the ball through the defender's legs there. Brilliant, upper hands. And I tell you what, brilliant save from Trapp again. Reaction, used his feet, did really well.
Hinteregger clear. Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich in for Thomas Müller. Blocked by Hasebe. They claim a handball against Hasebe in there. For now, play goes on. Up goes Coman. Met by De Guzman. Lewandowski helped on here for Thiago. Held up by Hasebe. Back to Coman again. Thomas Müller. Just behind Gnabry. Stays alive though here with Gnabry. Again Bayern probing here, pressing onto Alaba, who can pack a punch. Alaba deflection of his own man Lewandowski. Real pressure. Away by Da Costa. Gacinovic. Ante Rebic here, foot race with Niklas Zula.
Zula was very clever there, wasn't he? He waited for Rebic, waited till got the right position, put his body in between him and the ball, and all that was left there was a slice of touches. He's gone down very easily, hasn't he, for a big man? Played it very, very well. If anything, I mean, the referee could have easily been in his right there to wave play on. You know, you could tell it wasn't a handball earlier on. I mean, none of the Bayern players actually called for it. It was only the Bayern supporters, and it's a pretty good indication there. When a player doesn't react, it's normally not a handball, and as it showed on the replay there.
Well, a change of the goal scorer's boots for Coman. Lewandowski with Hasebe. Hinteregger. Picked up here by Gelson Fernandes for De Guzman. Now to release the attack-focused Danny Da Costa, who's had a super season at right wing-back for Frankfurt. De Guzman. Now Hasebe. Towards Luka Jovic. Wash away. Well, Bayern so far in total charge. 5 shots already in possession. Already in their favour, 64% of the ball in the first 15 minutes.
Well, Eintracht are one of those teams that likes to sit back a bit, wait for the counter opportunities. At the moment, their transition hasn't been quite clean enough. They've been a little bit slow in linking up with their forwards, and it's allowing Bayern at times to get back in position. But you'd expect, you're at Allianz Arena, you expect Bayern to have the majority of possession.
As Frankfurt do tend to score their goals on the counter-attack. Only Hoffenheim have scored more goals on the break than they have this season. 13 goals on the counter. Here is Ribery. It breaks Gnabry's way. And now Bayern can break themselves. Just too heavy though for Thiago.
Yeah, well read from Hummels there. Waited for the right opportunity and made that very crucial interception there. Good tackle, and it enabled Bayern almost to have that counter-attack themselves.
Adi Hütter's first season in charge of the Eagles. Began the day in 6th place, a point off 4th. Here's Kostic. Ribery. Thomas Müller. Goretzka. Alaba pressured by Da Costa. Thiago wide here for the ever-willing Serge Gnabry. It's Gnabry twisting, turning and tumbling. Now the break, it's Luka Jovic.
Yeah, Hinteregger's just got to be a little bit careful there. The minute you start to go with your hands, I mean, it's a slice of touches. Gnabry went down very easy. The referee's in a great position. However, you're asking a question, aren't you? You're allowing the referee to make a decision instead of keeping his hands down and trying to make the challenge, or at least keep his feet, keep his distance, wait for some help, extra support to make the challenge. Yeah, the minute you raise your hands, the minute you push on, you push against a player like that, you're putting yourself in danger for a decision to go against you.
Joshua Kimmich here into the path of Thiago. Thiago couldn't find Lewandowski. Alaba and Thomas Müller in for Lewandowski, came off Abraham and favours goalkeeper Trapp.
Yeah, it's been too easy at the moment for Bayern just to go straight through the middle of Eintracht Frankfurt. It's not picking up runners, not closing the ball down. At the moment, Eintracht is second best at everything.
Abraham for Da Costa. That's a stadium where Frankfurt have never won against Bayern. Just came off Abraham that one, back to goalkeeper Trapp.
Yeah, I think it was very fortunate to come off Abraham's for Eintracht Frankfurt. Otherwise, Gnabry would have been through again for his simple tap-in. I think would have been number 2.
Frankfurt do have the league's 5th best away record this season. They have, on their travels, won 7 times under Adi Hütter. Only 4 defeats at Dortmund, at Gladbach, at Hertha, and that 6-1 hammering they had 2 weeks ago away to Bayer Leverkusen. Just 1 loss here for Bayern in the Bundesliga to Gladbach back in September. Free kick. Lewandowski, the player, chopped down by Gelson Fernandes. Well, Frankfurt's dreams of the top 4 really have been hit by this 5-game winless run. Only 2 points in their last 5 matches. That's why they have fallen off the pace. This is Thiago, meanwhile, for Bayern, with a lovely ball to find Gnabry. Bayern at their silky best right now in this first half. A game where they intend to get the job done. Hummels. Drops here to Hinteregger for Frankfurt. To Guzman. Onto the chasing Kostic.
Yeah, that is a big threat for Bayern Munich there. Kostic's down the left-hand side. With most crosses in the box from any player in the Bundesliga. His assist rate is very, very good. He's a workaholic down the left-hand side.
Here's Luka Jovic. Only 3 players have made more goals than Kostic this season, and those 3 are Joshua Kimmich, Julian Brandt, Jadon Sancho, which is pretty lofty company. Here's Thomas Müller into Coman, who's got the 1 goal we've had so far today. Coman back on his feet. In here for Thomas Müller. And Müller there, the miscontrol at the crucial moments, with Lewandowski poised to get the 2nd goal beyond him.
Yeah, terrible one. He's kicking himself, isn't he? I mean, I don't think you can believe how much time he actually had on the ball. Trying to take another touch. Could have easily, would have been a simple tap-in. Lewandowski would have been goal number 23, would have been Bayern Munich 2-0 up and absolutely cruising.
Well, 20 gone, and Bayern's lead, that 4th-minute goal from Coman, the difference on the last match day, where a point means the title for Bayern so far they're going to get all three. And from Muller here. Abraham. And he's fouled Coman there. Just leans into Coman there, David Abraham, the former youth teammate of the likes of Lionel Messi and Sergio Aguero in his Argentina under 20 days.
Yeah, just a little bit too enthusiastic to win the ball there at the wrong time, wrong area.
It's Alaba back here for Mats Hummels. Hummels, whose one league goal came against his former club Dortmund here in the 5-0 win in early April. Game which really did see Bayern take a firm hold on this title race. On the chase here is Gacinovic, covered by Niklas Zula. The season's second half is where Bayern have really hit their stride. To lose one of 21 games. That was away at Leverkusen in January. Since their autumn wobble, they really have found their form and have been, at times here especially, unbeatable. Only Dortmund can boast a better home return than Bayern's home record this season. It's with Alaba. With Alaba. Well, Frankfurt could fall as low as 8th place in the table if they were to lose, and the results were to go against them today. And the bad news is results are, because right now you see Bayern would be winners of the league by 4 points, while for Frankfurt they would fall away from the top 4 and would be as low as 8, because right now Wolfsburg and Hoffenheim both lead their game. So Frankfurt here could have a real stumble away from the European places on the last match day.
It would be a shame, wouldn't it? It'd be a shame after what a remarkable season they've had so far. And really, I mean, okay, you're not winning or losing a league with it, or being relegated, or staying in the division just on one game alone. Yes, obviously it comes down to that one game sometimes. However, it's the course of the season, and the season that they've had, Eintracht Frankfurt, has been remarkable, really. European run obviously has taken its toll in terms of the physical aspect of it, but they can hold their head up high on the way they've performed all season.
Well, they can indeed. Their fans have been a credit too. They've got 7,500 here today, and all the European games have seen glorious fan choreos and atmospheres and full houses. But maybe falling short here. A case maybe of too many games, exhaustion, just running out of steam for Frankfurt in the season's last 6 match days, perhaps. It's Thomas Müller. Müller's cross here. Coman with the header. And he's a player not noted for his aerial presence, the young French winger, but there was half a chance again for Coman for Bayern.
Yeah, it was a good chance for him. I think Da Costa did just enough to put him off there. Gave him a little bit of physical contact there, just enough to make sure that he didn't get a good connection on the ball.
And that's the goal he did make a good connection with. Coman, lovely finish.
Yeah, great ball as well, wasn't it? Thomas Müller, great weight on the ball, great direction. All he had to do was run onto it and tap it in the back of the net, and he did that very well.
Yeah, Thomas Müller's 9th assist. He scored 6 as well, so involved now in 15 goals across the campaign. The local boy, the Bavarian boy, Thomas Müller. He would win, by the way, today his 8th title. On the chase here is Mijat Gacinovic. Thiago Goretzka. Abraham, Da Costa, Luka Jovic, Ante Rebic here, on for Gacinovic. And good work there from Kimmich to come across and make sure there was no shot on goal there for Frankfurt.
Yeah, very good covering defending there from Kimmich. That's what you want from your right wing back. You need him there to have that extra bit of cover when players get pulled out of position a little bit, extra bit of movement from Eintracht. Really good play there, really good one-touch football, and then Kimmich did his job really well. That's what you want to see.
There he is. Kimmich has begun every single league game this campaign. Ante Rebic. It breaks, though, Coman's way. Abraham's stumble here will let maybe Coman in. Bay covers. Now Alaba. Alaba for Lewandowski. With him Gnabry. Gnabry goes on. Gnabry! Oh, it's 2-0. And Bayern now are on cruise control towards 7 successive Meisterschales. Gnabry makes it 2. And Bayern here are getting the job done.
Yeah, you can't allow players of that quality, that much time on the ball in those sort of areas, just around and around the box, inside the box. Very cool, very calm, great finish. It all starts though, Abraham's falling over, Hasibi gets drawn over, tries to make the pass, and not a good pass, gets caught out of position. And from that point onwards, there's only one-way traffic.
It is being looked at here for a potential offside against Lewandowski here in the build-up, and it is being reviewed by Franck Ribery in Cologne, the man with video assist today. Waiting to get the all clear, but Gnabry's finished to make it in theory 2-0. Check ongoing with the video assistant. Does Gnabry's 11th league goal of the season count?
Yeah, it looks another very tight call.
Being checked and rechecked and checked again by Franck Ribery's team in Cologne. As Bayern cross their fingers and hope that it's going to be their second goal here to make it a 2-goal advantage. What's the outcome here from the referee? Decision, no goal, offside against Lewandowski. It stays 1-0.
Yeah, let off for Eintracht again, another let off. We've had a few of those in this half, whether it's been the video referee, which has been correct up until this point. Obviously, you've got to go with it. Your believe it's correct. There you go. You can see it on the monitor. He's definitely offside, and it has to be Frankfurt. They live again. Still in this game.
Stays 1-0. That's a Ribery. So Gnabry stays on 10 league goals for his season, and Bayern stay just 1 goal in front. So just a glimmer of hope again here for Dortmund to see the game stays just a 1-goal lead here for Bayern. A game Bayern though can't take anything from if Dortmund are to have any chance of the Meisterschale. Lewandowski. I believe he's got Gnabry supporting. Came off Hinteregger last year for a Bayern throw-in. Bayern now have scored 48 goals this year, which is by far the best of any team in the Bundesliga. It is, by the way, still 0-0 at the Borussia Park between Gladbach and Dortmund in the game which also affects the title race and as well the top 4 positions. There's Hummels. Hinteregger's header. Given away here by Gelson Fernandes. Breaks back for Goretzka. Goretzka still with him, Coman. Nicked away by Gelson Fernandes.
Yeah, a bit unlike Goretzka, wasn't it? He just couldn't quite get the ball under control there. By the time it was almost there, the defenders got back and managed to clear the ball. But, Bayern, all they need to do is continue doing exactly what they've been doing in the first, half an hour of this match. Continuously put Frankfurt under pressure, wait for the opportunities when they do arise, because we're seeing already Frankfurt are making mistakes and Bayern need to capitalise them. They've been a little unfortunate in terms of a couple of calls, which we've seen now are correct, but just keep going.
Well, Bayern began their year with a game against Frankfurt in August, the Super Cup. That was a 5-0 win, in which Lewandowski scored a hat-trick and Coman scored as well in that game in Frankfurt. The Super Cup back in the warm days of early August. Free kick goes Bayern's way here. Half an hour gone then. Quick free kick out to Alaba. Alaba for Mats Hummels. Hinteregger drops though here to Lewandowski's orbit, and that spells danger. Always does, always has, always will. Joshua Kimmich. Gnabry shrugged off there by the strong Hinteregger, but not for long. Hasebe takes charge. Away by Trapp. Bouncing ball here might favour Luka Jovic.
Yeah, very good defending from Robbery. Talk about an attacking play, getting back, helping out with his defence. Got a crucial interception there.
Coman. Abraham's lost the ball here to Goretzka. Back on now for Coman. In the middle, Thomas Müller waiting off his own crossbar there by the defender, who was de Guzman. Another huge Frankfurt scare. And here come Bayern again. Lewandowski's ball in for Thomas Müller. And Trapp once more to Frankfurt's rescue.
Yeah, another brilliant save from Trapp, wasn't it? Again, you know, every one of his saves have been made in and around, and they're really difficult, awkward positions. You know, sometimes keepers go down, they stand up, they open their legs a bit too far apart, balls go through your legs. But Kevin Trapp, what he's done really well, he's just kept to his feet on the ground, he's waited, tried to react.
Well, the corner cleared away for now by Frankfurt. But Bayern here clearly in the mood for more goals. 84 now in the league campaign for the league's top scorers. It's with Hummels. Joshua Kimmich. To Goretzka. Now Thomas Müller. Ahead here he's got Thiago. Nimble feet. Good work here. Out to Joshua Kimmich again. Kimmich's cross. In goes Müller. Breaks for Gnabry on the volley. Another great Bayern chance.
Yeah, very good again. Just the movement of Bayern Munich was very, very good there. You can see every time Müller gets the ball, there's danger. When he passes the ball, he gets in a really good position, dangerous position. And Frankfurt are struggling to deal with him. Here we go, he's unlucky there. Again, Kevin Trapp stands big and reacts. You can see that reaction. He just doesn't throw himself. He actually reacts after the shot. And he's fortunate enough, it's close enough to him that he can just keep his leg there and use it as a way of guiding the ball away.
Da Costa. Breaks here for Gacinovic. He'll take it on. And clears the bar there. A player who's only scored in the European games this season. His last league goal, Gacinovic, December of 2017 against Hamburg. Adi Hutter, who led young boys of Bern to the Swiss title last season. Niklas Zula. There's Jovic. Now Coman. Zula was caught late. Play goes on here with Coman for Bayern. It's Coman still here. And met and cleared by de Guzman.
Yeah, Zula there, he lived dangerously, didn't he, a couple of times. There was a couple of early warnings for him. And in the end, he managed still to toe the ball away, but unfortunately, he gets one right on the ankle there. I think Jovic there, be lucky to get just to get a warning on that one. I mean, if the referee were to see the replay, I think he'd definitely give him a yellow card, if not even more. And looked pretty serious there.
There's Luka Jovic in his potentially last game in a Frankfurt jersey. Play goes on, throw in here, which Alaba is on for Bayern. Ahead Lewandowski, Coman and Müller. Müller here for Lewandowski, up in the air from Kostic. Ante Rebic. Hummels was strong. Thomas Müller, Hinteregger, offside here given against Lewandowski from the far side assistant referee.
Yeah, unfortunately for Lewandowski, the offside counts first before the kick in the shin.
I know Bayern have one more game to play. That's going to be next weekend, the DFB Cup final, the DFB Pokal in Berlin, where they'll take on RB Leipzig. Could be a domestic double in Niko Kovac's first year as Bayern coach.
And they're still talking about him potentially being relieved of his duty at the end of the season as well. So that would be quite remarkable if he were to, to do a domestic double and still lose his job.
Half-time here is 10 minutes away. It's with Hinteregger for Frankfurt. Up goes Goretzka. And Lewandowski was caught. And a free kick. Hinteregger can be at times an abrasive defender, proper old-fashioned centre-half, Martin Hinteregger.
Yeah, I think the referee's had enough of it now. I mean, he got away with the one just before when there was an offside flag. This time it was like one too many times, and you know, listen, there's nothing sinister in that. It's just late. It's just missed time challenge, but it is a foul, and the referee's just had enough of it and given that warning.
Hinteregger's name taken, the on-loan man from Augsburg. We'll see where his future lies in the summer. Well, Bayern, we know set pieces have been a real strong hand of theirs this season. Those 18 goals from dead balls. This one taken by Thiago short to Joshua Kimmich. Well, Thomas Müller called late and play is called back here for the earlier challenge. And Müller goes nose-to-nose here with Gelson Fernandes.
Yeah, to be fair, Gelson Fernandes, I think it's a bit of frustration. I mean, he's hardly been able to get anywhere near Thomas Müller so far in this game. He's been chasing shadows for most of it, so we can see it now. Bayern, obviously, Goretzka hasn't looked right for a while now, and he's obviously made the decision. Sanches coming on to replace him.
Yeah, the change here in force, so Goretzka will depart. The man hoping to seal his first major honour with a title win here today. Coming off, and in his place, Renato Sanches. The one-time €35 million man from Benfica. Coming on here into midfield. In by Kimmich. Ante Rebic for Frankfurt. Away from Hummels. Kostic for Gacinovic. Ahead of him he's got De Guzman. Bayern 8 shots so far, 2 for Frankfurt. Bayern lead by a single goal in a game which can seal the title. Abraham, pressured back to goalkeeper Trapp. Little chip ball here to Makoto Hasebe. Da Costa. And then Thiago's challenge on Luka Jovic. Free kick. And Jovic stays down.
Yeah, I mean, it's an unfortunate one. He gets the ball firstly, and then afterwards on his follow-through there. And I mean, I don't know if the referee's thinking it's just a bit of a dangerous challenge. It doesn't look like he's going to get a yellow card for it, but I think he's a little bit unfortunate to get a free kick against him. I mean, the linesman there, it looks like the linesman's actually waving like as if, you know, play on. He's got the ball, play on, and the referee looks like he's overruled him.
I guess then a free kick for Frankfurt. 13 goals from dead balls in their season so far. Abraham with this one back to Makoto Hasebe. Half-time now 6 minutes away in Munich. Gacinovic for Da Costa. Rebic. Da Costa miscontrolled here by Da Costa. Niko Kovac hoping to win the title as coach and as a player here. As a player, he was in the team which won the league in 2003.
Tell you what, be some feat if you think about, you know, the start of the season, the first half of this campaign, how Bayern were one stage 9 points behind Borussia Dortmund. Looked like they're out of the race. He's under severe pressure, potentially going to lose his job before Christmas. And all of a sudden we're here on match day 34, and they've got everything in their own hands at the moment. They're winning the title, the Meisterschaft.
Renato Sanches stopped. There's Thomas Müller. Good steal here for Bayern. And space to work in for Coman here. Beyond him is David Alaba. Coman. And Hummels. Back with Thiago. Bayern here playing with a verve and a swagger out of champions. It's Gnabry. Once again, Gnabry back now to Niklas Süle. Renato Sanches. Gnabry's cross, little deep, and Trapp has it. This could be Trapp's second Frankfurt farewell. Of course, left to join PSG and is on loan from the French club here. And talk of maybe being their first choice next year if they were to move on. Maybe Gianluigi Buffon.
Yeah, that's all the talk at the moment, isn't it? That Buffon sort of one-year rolling contract, that they won't actually exercise the contract. They'll let him move on, and they'll bring back Trapp because he's had such a fantastic season here at Eintracht Frankfurt and become the PSG #1 for next season. I think you know the French goalkeeper there,
Auriol,
yeah, he's had I think an up and down season. He hasn't at times he's been absolutely brilliant. Other times I think you know it's just that little bit of experience or inexperience that's been missing. And someone like Kevin Trapp, who's I think really come into his own this last season.
Well, he really has. Trapp. That effort from Rebic is well off target. We now won't see all three of the veterans come on because they've used one sub. Renato Sanches replacing Leon Goretzka. Maybe Rafinha, who will not get a chance to play any minutes here in his last league game in a Bayern jersey. Meanwhile, Robben, Ribery in reserve. By Kimmich, Robert Lewandowski. Gnabry, lovely reverse pass. Couldn't quite pick out the run of Thomas Müller. So still that one early goal, the difference. Coman inside 4 minutes for Bayern. On a day where a draw would do to win the title. So far, all going to plan. Alaba. Renato Sanches passed loose here, nicked away by Da Costa. Thiago and Thomas Müller. Out to Gnabry. Gnabry, Müller finds space, as he often does. Blocked here by Gelson Fernandes. Müller tries again. Away come Frankfurt.
Yeah, good doubling up there from Frankfurt. That's what they need to do at times. Get back. They've still got you look at it, you've still got Rebic up front. You've still got Jovic up front. They've got still enough attacking power, and that's what they're good at on their counter.
Gacinovic. Dealt with here by Hummels. Abraham. He'll drop into the path of Gnabry here now for Thomas Müller. With him he's gone to Joshua Kimmich. Thiago. Space to work in for Renato Sanches. Back on here now to involve the busy Coman. Those dancing feet. Renato Sanches clipped in, and again Trapp will take it in.
Yeah, just a little bit overhit there. The game's slowed down a little bit, stretched a little bit more. I think Frankfurt's looking like they're trying to be a little bit more defensive there. So up there, I mean, at the beginning they couldn't continue to play like they played in the first 15, 20 minutes. So many gaps being pulled out of left, right and centre. Now they've settled in the game a bit more. And at 1-0, you know, there's still a threat going forward, and Bayern have to be careful.
Makoto Hasebe. Hasebe's pass here, the chase for Gacinovic. The ball a fraction too heavy though for the chasing Gacinovic. This is Hummels for Bayern. In the first of 2 additional minutes in this first half.
Always fun at this time of the year, you know, the weather changes, it's a lot warmer than it has been of late, and players find it difficult to adapt. There's a bit of a you know, obviously a warmer atmosphere out there, and it is sapping in energy. And then they need this half-time break, and you'll see, I think, at the start of the second half, that both teams will come out with an extra spring in their step.
Here's Lewandowski with Hasebe. And Coman. Abraham stands firm. Abraham still for Frankfurt. They want a corner, Bayern here. But now play goes on. It's with Renato Sanches. Look at the space here they've let Kimmich have into Lewandowski. Offside again here against the 22-goal striker. The man who leads the way in the race for this year's Torjäger Kanone.
Yeah, what Eintracht have done really well in this sort of last part of this half is move out together, you know, not sitting back, not dropping too deep. They've actually pushed out enough and made it really difficult. I mean, the linesman, I don't know how the linesman can see. I mean, he's completely the opposite side of the pitch. I mean, the ball's clearly over the line. It's difficult for the linesman to see from that distance. I mean, the referee's probably got a better view. He's got to make that call.
Well, a one-goal lead as we near half-time. As a trap restarts for Frankfurt. Up goes Zula. And Thomas Müller is there for Bayern. He'll break here for Coman. And Müller again. Renato Sanches. Back with Hummels. So halfway there, on a day where a point would be enough to make it 7 successive titles. An early goal from Coman. He has Bayern set fair to do just that. A game they have been in charge of so far. A goal ruled out too for offside by the video assistant. So far, Bayern are doing their bit in their bid to win the title here. On the last match day, at the break, they lead Frankfurt by 1-0. Welcome back as the teams re-emerge here for the second half. Bayern lead by 1-0. So for now, that will be enough to win their 7th successive Meisterschale. I'm sure they're aware that at the Borussia Park, the Jadon Sancho volley means Dortmund lead their game by 1-0 too. So this is a game Bayern cannot afford to lose. If they do, and Dortmund win, then Bayern are robbed on the last match day of the Meisterschale. We're going to see, by the way, a Frankfurt second half change. We're getting Sebastian Haller about to come on, the tall, powerful French striker. A man with 14 goals scored and 9 assists this season too. And the change is de Guzman off, with Haller on to give, they hope, a more offensive and powerful forward line here in the second half for Eintracht Frankfurt. It'll be Frankfurt to get this second half in motion then. A day where they can see their own European dreams ebbing away by the minute. Here we go, the season's final 45 minutes. So far here, Bayern with a 1-goal lead. Mark Schwarzer with me. Mark, how aware will they be of the news that Dortmund lead their game in Gladbach, do you think?
Well, I think they'll be very aware. I think that's one of the first things that have been talked about in the change rooms. Well, the word would have gone around anyway. I'm not sure whether Kovac would have been saying it to his players, but you know, for them, nothing changes. They just have to go out and win this game. It's all in their own hands. It doesn't matter really what happens elsewhere. What matters is how Bayern perform today. Do the job. At the very least, get a draw. But we're at home. We need to win, and that's what they'll be talking about.
Here's Joshua Kimmich for Bayern. Well, for Frankfurt, as things stand now, they're in 8th place, would not even reach the Europa League. And here comes Gnabry for Bayern. Serge Gnabry still away from Gelson Fernandes. Runs on to Alaba. Coman, who began the first half with a goal. Stopped here by Da Costa. What do you make of Alaba coming on for Frankfurt?
I think it's a very positive decision by Adi Hutter to bring him on. You know, I was a little bit surprised he didn't start the game. I think he would have been a far greater threat for Bayern had he started the game. But you know, he's decided half-time is the right time to bring him on, sacrifice a midfield player. And I think it was a really good decision.
A foul given here against Lewandowski, who is then still 4 goals clear of Paco Alcácer in the race for the Torjägerkanone, the top scorer's cannon here in Germany. Interega there with a clearance, but the whistle had long gone for the free kick.
Well, we all know that Paco Alcácer is the super sub, isn't he? So there'll be still time for him to come on, and he has scored so many goals from mostly coming off the bench.
Thomas Müller here, on to Gnabry. It's Serge Gnabry, trapped with a foot to block it away. Rebic, Da Costa, runs on here for Coman for Bayern. With him Renato Sanches. Into Thomas Müller. That's going to be Trapp's ball, so Bayern have begun the second half on the front foot. No great surprise in that. A point, you don't forget, enough for the title. Trapp goes long towards Alaba.
That's where the threat's going to come, isn't it? Alaba, you can see that wins the header against Hummels. And now you'll watch Jovic, Rebic, they'll be pushing forward. Alaba winning balls in the air and his fight back.
Ante Rebic. And Zula clear here, though, is Da Costa. Da Costa. Rebic. Wide here, Kostic. All the way down the line there beyond Joshua Kimmich. It's with Martin Hinteregger now for Frankfurt. And Kostic. Rolled into Luka Jovic. And Bayern can't clear just now. It's with Gacinovic, Gelson Fernandes. Just a spell there for Frankfurt in the Bayern half.
Yeah, it is, and I think it starts with Alaba. You know, that winning of the header, putting Bayern on the back foot, forcing the mistake. Alaba, great challenge, win the ball back in a dangerous position.
Here's Kostic. Rolled across and put away for the corner here by Niklas Zula.
Yeah, this is where the big threat comes into it. They already showed there, Hummels knows he needs to make sure he doesn't get a run up on him. If he does, there's only going to be one winner in the air. So Bayern on red alert now on these set plays.
Only Bayern have scored more goals with headers than Frankfurt, 10 this season. They have scored as well 7 goals from corners in the current campaign. This one taken by a man with 10 assists, Filip Kostic. Here's corner sent in and the diving header clear by Lewandowski.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit lucky there because the service wasn't particularly great. Lucky that forced the error from Lewandowski, head the ball behind, gets a second chance.
Another Frankfurt corner, again taken by Kostic. Right across the face, off the bar, and turned in by Alaba. Off the bench to devastating effect. Alaba 1-1. And hang on in the title race. A goal for Frankfurt and hope for Dortmund.
Yeah, absolutely. What a bit of a ricochet of a goal there. And they're in the right place, right. I don't know if it comes off his knee, off his shin. What it doesn't matter. In the end, it's in the back of the net. Great reaction off the at the post. I mean, I thought the first ball in the whip in wasn't a great ball, but Kimmich really makes a meal of it. No communication there at the front. Yeah, off his thigh. And there, great position, good finish, great reaction there. I mean, Kimmich, Lewandowski, they're on top. It is a poor goal to concede from Bayern.
Alaba's 15th league goal this season. And the title race cat among the pigeons. Meanwhile, a foul here on Lewandowski. Yellow card, Makoto Hasebe. Sure news has reached the Dortmund fans in Mönchengladbach today of Frankfurt's equalizer. Free kick over Bayern. Hassebe's yellow card and a dead ball, which will be the domain of Thiago. Out here to find Gnabry. Joshua Kimmich. Gnabry, Thomas Müller. In for Kimmich. Gnabry goes again. Gnabry, and trap at the near post, saves well. And the cross deep here for Coman. With him Alaba. Alaba's cross. Thomas Müller stopped by Hinteregger.
Yeah, good defending from Frankfurt. Another really good save from Trapp too, and Gnabry hit that with some pace, with some power. Did enough. Trapp off the post, and in the end, Frankfurt did just enough to clear the ball.
Alaba throws in. It's back on again. For now, it's Bayern, but only on goal difference. What a title race this has been, while for Frankfurt, that goal has them back into 5th in the Europa League, so all change in the second half already. What a season this has been, and what a final match day. Here's Alaba for Thomas Müller with a shot. Alaba's there, and Bayern back in front in the title hunt. It's the left back with the goal to reclaim the lead.
Says a lot about just following through, you know, follow your pass. Look for the 1-2, follow the shot in. He's the only one that follows the shot in. The ricochet off Kevin Trapp. I think he could have probably done a little bit better, but Alaba was there, slots it into an open net. Yeah, he's clearly onside as well. Nice and easy, falls perfectly for him in the place. And Bayern, see, lift the pace of the game. The minute they lift the pace, Eintracht struggle to stay with him.
Alaba's first goal here this season, the Bundesliga. It is so timely as Bayern retake the title upper hand on a dramatic last day in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, Kevin Trapp's going to be disappointed with himself there. He's actually over. He's dived past the shot. Because he's done that, it's hit him right, basically on the palm of the hand and gone back into the play. But it should have been going out for either a corner or towards the sideline.
Luka Jovic, there's Aller. And Hummels goes long. Alaba's name being called loud here by the fans around the Allianz Arena. Here there is Kostic, Jovic, Renato Sanches. Aller. Twists and turns. Now Gacinovic. And the foul given on Aller here, and he has been a handful since coming on for Frankfurt. He's won the free kick.
Yeah, I mean, he had a huge impact when he came on against Chelsea the other night, even though it was only a short period of time. But just, you know, that physical strength that he possesses, his ability to hold on the ball there. But he's holding 2 Bayern plays off, milks the foul in a really precarious, dangerous position for Bayern. Talk about, you know, Allier coming on. You know, he, Rebic and Jovic have contributed together 50 goals of their 60 Bundesliga goals. So, I mean, that says something about that front three and how potent they are and how well they work together.
So Frankfurt free kick. Rebic there, so too is Mijat Gacinovic. Can they breach Bayern again here? In by Gacinovic. He's come a long way once more. This time Bayern repel the danger. Back in by Makoto Hasebe. Lewandowski chasing here, the lone attacker in red. Gacinovic for Hasebe. Da Costa. Here's Hummels and Coman. A really absorbing first 10 second half minutes. Bayern's lead ripped away, but then reclaimed by Alaba. Third league goal of the season for the Austrian, his first in this stadium this season as well. Dortmund now, by the way, lead by 2-0 away to Gladbach. It's Coman. Lewandowski's header. Gnabry's volley. Another Bayern chance comes and goes.
Yeah, very close again, wasn't it, from Gnabry? He's had a couple of those chances. Good saves from Trapp, and this time just wide. I think think Trapp would have had it covered, but really good play from Lewandowski. Knew he couldn't get a header on target and knew where Gnabry was in that sort of area, and it was a good flick on.
Dortmund's 2-goal lead in Gladbach, but here Bayern, when he would render that moot. It's Thomas Müller. Breaks back for Hinteregger for Frankfurt. Into Aller. And just tripped there by Renato Sanches. Brought on to change the game, and Aller has for Frankfurt, certainly in a very positive sense as well. He's won this free kick for his team, which is taken by Kostic. In by Kostic. Beyond Jovic. Müller for Lewandowski. Renato Sanches unleashes Coman. And that can spell danger. Coman on here for Renato Sanches. And still Renato Sanches! Oh, what a time to pick to score your first ever goal in the Bundesliga. Renato Sanches may well have just landed a title-winning blow. What a moment. Embraces Rafinha and the Bayern subs. Is that the goal to seal the deal?
Could well be, but what a goal that was. What a way to score your first goal on such an incredible afternoon. You know, huge importance, really good weaving run. He looks like he's clearly onside. That was the first doubt in my mind there, but great feet. To say again, Kevin Trapp, disappointing to score, to concede from that angle there. I think he's expecting a cross. He gets caught out, maybe slightly the vision impaired, but good finish. And I'll tell you what, brave to go from there.
And that's what the fans feel about the first goal in the league for Renato Sanches, as Bayern now lead 3-1 on a day where a draw will do. They now have clear breathing space.
Yeah, they certainly do. And I think the best thing that happened to them was to concede the goal at that period of the game. It gave them a proper wake-up call. Since then, they lifted the pace of the game. And therefore, Eintracht have really struggled to stay with them.
We're going to see Ribery coming on very soon as well for Bayern. And this will be party mood. This is the goal for 1-1 from Aller. But that really was the goal to stir the hornet's nest. As back came Bayern in their trademark fashion. Alaba for 2-1. And then Renato Sanches superbly for 3-1. Kostic. It's Thomas Müller, picked up here by Coman. Coman didn't reach Lewandowski, poked away here for Kostic. Aller to Rebic. Niklas Zula, an hour gone.
There you can see that Rebic is signalling to the bench. He wants to come off. He looks like he's struggling. The thing is with Bayern, 3-1 up. Yeah, it's a good lead at the moment. Still got to be very careful when you've got Aller up front. You've got Jovic. Looks like Rebic has kicked his last ball for the afternoon, but there's still a big threat.
Well, the fans on their feet. It'll be some ovation this 12 years of Bayern man, and there are tears, I think, there for Ribery as he comes on. 12 years here, 20 for now, major trophies. Ribery on for Coman. He is 273rd and last game for Bayern in the Bundesliga.
Do you think he's nervous? Yeah, he's going to take it in stride. I was he's going to soak up every moment. Even more so if it's enough to win the title. But I'm sure, he's got that experience, unbelievable amount of experience, and he's run up and down that touchline on a number of occasions before, hasn't he?
He certainly has. It will be a record 9th German title. Bayern great, watched by the greats in the stands. Ribery bids Bayern a farewell. Hummels here for Niklas Süle. Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich in here for Thiago's benefit. Süle boxed in, has to go back to goalkeeper Ulreich. Hummels for Renato Sanches. Thomas Müller. Ahead he's got, for one last time here, Ribery. He's offside. So one last half hour for Ribery on the Bayern turf to bid farewell. 12 years, a glorious career. A man who'll go down as one of the greats of the Bundesliga. Here is Alaba for Frankfurt, meanwhile. Hinteregger. Gnabry releases Ribery. Here he comes, the old master. Into Gnabry, blocked! It runs over Thomas Müller. Thinks about it. Clips it for Lewandowski and clips it too high.
Yeah, another really good challenge from Hinteregger. Great positioning, great challenge. Did enough to prevent the shot on goal. Really good last-ditch effort. Tell you what, Ribery, great. No eyes, knew exactly where Gnabry was going to be, outside of the foot, right in his path. Great pass.
Here comes Lucas Toro coming on for Frankfurt. The change sees Ante Rebic depart. Coming on the Spanish midfielder Lucas Toro. They brought in this season from Osasuna. Has missed a bulk of the season with injury. Da Costa. It breaks here for Thomas Müller. On goes Ribery, in the mood here, Ribery. He's away from one, not the second here with Gelson Fernandes. Well, the chant now is Ribery around the Allianz Arena as they acclaim a man who has become really a member of their family over the last 12 years. On course for 9 Meisterschales, 5, maybe 6 DFB Pokals as well, Champions League, Club World Cup, he's won the lot. Gnabry now for Joshua Kimmich. Opens up here too for Joshua Kimmich with a shot.
I mean, you talk about Franck Ribery, you talk about Arjen Robben, left and right wingers. Not only Bayern Munich legends, we talk about two arguably the best wingers to have played football, of our modern era. And they've been brilliant players, brilliant servants. It looks like Arjen Robben's going to get that last opportunity also to say goodbye to the Bayern supporters.
He has sprinted back to the area to come on here. He's eager, he's willing. He starts here on 98 goals in the Bundesliga as well, Arjen Robben, I wonder. Kostic. On to Aller. Goal kick.
Yeah, I think the referee got that one wrong. I think Süle's done really well today in convincing the referee on a few occasions that either he get a foul or whether he should get a goal kick, and then on that occasion it worked again for him.
Well, again, just look and listen and drink in this adulation for Arjen Robben. Adored here in Munich. Adopted Bavarian, effectively. He'll come on very soon. Here comes Alaba. Covered here by Abraham for Frankfurt. Hinteregger, pressure there by Ribery. Hinteregger into the feet of Lucas Toro. And now it's Kostic on the chase. He's got played 25 more minutes. Gnabry. Joshua Kimmich, no way beyond Lucas Toro. Renato Sanches there. Now Ribery. Free kick. And now we shall see Arjen Robben coming on. So this is the last stand of Robbery in the Bundesliga. Ribery is already on, joined now by Arjen Robben. And once more the fans here acclaim and adopted one of their own in Arjen Robben. 10 years here. The man they call Mr. Wembley. 2013, the Champions League final, the treble year, signing off here in Bayern Red in the Bundesliga. What a career he has had here, and how they love him. Thank you to three greats. So as things stand, Bayern will be champions by 2 clear points. While Frankfurt's defeat could spell for them the end of any European ambitions for next season.
And possibly a major rebuild, isn't it? I mean, a lot of players going back from on loan. We're talking about Kevin Trapp, Hinteregger, whether or not they decide to buy him and bring him to the club permanently, which I think they should. I mean, I think he's been fantastic for them. But Kevin Trapp's going to be a big miss for them. And if they lose Jovic as well, how do you replace someone of that calibre and the amount of goals he's scored for them this season?
It could be a big summer then at the Commerzbank Arena to rebuild this Frankfurt team for next season's push. Here is Ribery for Bayern. Thomas Müller. Niklas Süle for Joshua Kimmich. Robben. You know what's coming. Here goes Arjen Robben. On to Thomas Müller, and Robben's gone down. Play goes on here with Thomas Müller. Müller pulls back. Joshua Kimmich is there, off the line. Abraham this time for Frankfurt. It stays 3-1 for now.
Yeah, good defending from Abraham. Always making sure, trying to get back onto the goal line in that sort of defensive opportunity there, and does his job, clears off the line. Tell you what, got to be careful here.
Yeah, Thiago heavy on Kostic. Was clumsy.
Yeah, it was a little bit naughty there. The minute you get your 2 legs wrapped around something like that sort of fork sort of challenge, the referee has to make a decision.
There you see Abraham's positioning off the line to clear at 3-1 down. Thiago's name taken 5 times for the current season. With Bayern on course for that 7th successive Meisterschale. His 8th. Clipped in by Kostic. Well, this game finished 4-1 to Bayern last April. Can they repeat that dose this afternoon? Here is Alaba, Renato Sanches. Ribery. Alaba gets away here. In towards Robben. Hasebe is there. Look how eager Robben is to win the ball and to score a goal. Thomas Müller. Thiago. Renato Sanches. It's gone Frankfurt's way.
Yeah, it's great, you know, Arjen Robben seeing, you see they've still got the hunger. Obviously, they've still got games to play. They've got one more game to play after this. A big game, cup final. Wants to try and do his best, as always, comes on the pitch, gives everything, tries to force a mistake. They almost did. I mean, they almost won the ball in a good position there because of that hustling by Arjen Robben.
And today for Robben is his 201st game in the Bundesliga. On those 98 goals. He'd love the 100. Hummels. Almost for Niklas Zula. Kimmich. Thomas Müller for Bayern. Renato Sanches away from Gacinovic. Up to Joshua Kimmich here, with him Lewandowski. Wide he's got to Ribery. It's with him now. It's Ribery. On he goes, marvellously done! Oh! Who writes those scripts? Absolutely glorious. Marvellous moments. It's what they came to see. The title and the icing on the cake. A glorious goal by Franck Ribery.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? What a befitting end to an unbelievable career. Score, fantastic solid goal like that. Great footwork, great pace, vision, and then saw the calmness to chip over the top of Kevin Trapp was coming out to try and smother the ball. And you can see how much it means to just not only the supporters of the stadium but the players, how much he's loved at this club.
It will seal a record 9th individual title. Ribery's goal, and the yellow card will come for the shirt being taken off, but it's his last game. He doesn't care, it doesn't matter. And that goal is the one which has sealed the title, and how apposite their departing legend should score it. He'll take the card, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a great run in it. I mean, you can see we had the ball. You just hope. I mean, great vision, great composure. See the two Frankfurt players there. Nice little touch. 1 foot left, right foot, left foot, and then inside. Great little finish.
36 years young and still at the highest level, one of the best. Look what it means as well. Emotion writ across the face of Franck Ribery. Interregger. Now Zula. Well, I guess now one thing remains, a goal from Arjen Robben.
It certainly does. I mean, you know, who would bet against him scoring today either?
Zula. Now it's with Thiago. A Robben goal has around 60 minutes to come, if it is to come. Ribery in behind Abraham here. Can Ribery provide Robben with a goal, maybe? Ribery still blocked behind here for a corner for Bayern.
Yeah, well done. You could see there wasn't much on in the box there. The minute that Frankfurt got back into position, it was very little on, and then was very calm there and milked the corner from it. Good play.
What a goal that was, and how it was greeted by all and sundry in the Allianz Arena, and way beyond as well. Bayern's corner sent in, and a clear drops here into Zula's path. Alaba. Another hungry Ribery. Interregger's header away. Now it's Robben. It is party mood in the Allianz Arena. Joshua Kimmich here with Kostic. To Luka Jovic. Zula takes no prisoners.
No, good defending again, you know. Difficult for Jovic. I don't know what he's, you know, there's not much he can do with it other than try and get his body in the way and win a throw in, which is what he's done. You can see the frustration on his face there and remonstrating with his teammate, saying to him, what can I do? What can I do with that ball? It's got to be a better ball.
Adi Hutter and his team are in trouble. 4-1 down, out of the European places as things stand as well. Here's Abraham for Frankfurt to find Danny Da Costa. Da Costa, Gacinovic on the turn. Aller is with him. Nice 6-game run. And we've seen Frankfurt fall away from the top 4 to 8th. It's Abraham. Gacinovic. Da Costa. Alaba away. Lucas Toro, Mijat Gacinovic, and there is Hummels in the way for Bayern. Thiago. Up in the air from Thomas Müller. Arjen Robben. Well, Bayern know the title now is theirs. A season where they had their problems. Matchday 15, 9 points behind Dortmund. No team had come back from that far behind at that point of the season to win the title. Well, Bayern are going to do that. Now Robben on the right-hand side, familiar sight. Renato Sanches. Renato Sanches still here for Bayern, looking for Lewandowski. And reaching Robben and Alaba. Abraham is there for Eintracht Frankfurt. It's Alaba once more. Lewandowski. Alaba. Lewandowski in here. Alaba goes again. Robben! It's perfection. This day could not have been any better planned than this. The title, yes. A Ribery goal, yes. A Robben goal, yes. And Bayern delirious with what's unfolding here. What a day, and what a way to send off two icons of Bavaria, of Bayern, of the Bundesliga. First Ribery scores, and now Robben scores. The perfect day.
Absolutely, what could you ask for? As a Bayern fan, you'd want win the title and two of your most iconic players to finish with a goal each. And okay, Robben's goal was a simple tap-in, but you've got to make that run. Alaba, great to see him. Tap in for Robben, brilliant way to finish their career here.
And that now is league goal 99 for Robben in the Bundesliga. Is there one more? And the glorious century. Look what it means to everybody. Job done for Bayern in emphatic fashion on the last match day.
I don't think Robben's run that quickly in the last couple of years after he scored that goal. You can just see the sheer delight on his face.
Now Gacinovic. Gacinovic in for Alia. Well, what a way to wrap the title up here in such glorious fashion. Every box ticked thus far for Bayern. In by Da Costa. Da Costa once more for Frankfurt. There's Ribery tackling back. Ribery still. Ribery for Thomas Müller. Up to Lewandowski, who hasn't scored today so far. Look at Jovic. We now approach the season's last 10 minutes. It's Da Costa. Blocked away, comes back out here to Mijat Gacinovic. Abraham for Frankfurt. His last away game was a 6-1 defeat at Leverkusen. It's with Ulreich.
Yeah, I mean, the last one was what, 6-1 after, 36 minutes? This one obviously taking a bit longer, but the signs were there early in the first half. You know, Frankfurt were very fortunate to go in only 1-0 down at half-time. And I think, you know, they started the second half really well when Alaba came on and seemed to make a big difference. But from that point onwards, Bayern lifting, changing to another gear, and Frankfurt just struggled to keep with them.
Well, Ribery's last game for the club in the Bundesliga. A great display from the bench. A goal as well to sign off. What a farewell. This is Thiago. Lewandowski now into the game's last 9 minutes. Ribery. Now here goes Lewandowski. On he goes. Lewandowski still for Bayern. Pulls back. Müller's there. Robben! And blocked away by Kevin Trapp. He waits for league goal number 100 still in a Bayern jersey.
Yeah, you would put your money on that, on your house on that one, that Robben was going to find the back of the net. Kevin Trapp, a trailing leg, leaves it there, just the right, that second long enough to make the block. I tell you what, I'm going to say it's a great save. And he's meant it. He's kept his leg out there as long as he possibly can. Robben, very close.
So Thiago's corner here for Bayern. Roll back for Ribery, that's been done before. Ribery still. Ribery wide. And Thiago's on the ball here. Thiago, Thomas Müller clipped in. There's Mats Hummels keeping up in the box. Back out to Niklas Süle. And Arjen Robben really is party time now in the Allianz Arena. It's back Robben's way. Arjen Robben, trademark fashion with a shot. And Thomas Müller's there as well. And Trapp is there to make another save in Frankfurt's goal.
Tell you what, when you know you're good when you're like Arjen Robben, you can play a two-touch with the opposition striker, Jovic. Jovic has got no idea what happens here. Ball ricochets back off him as a two-touch for Robben, right in his path. That sets up his shot at goal. That looked like a very tired shot on goal, I have to say.
Up goes Allaire for Frankfurt. Now it's Da Costa. Up to Allaire again. Lucas Toro. Jovic. Da Costa. Promising here for Frankfurt. Blocked by Süle. There's Gacinovic. Angle tight. Jovic goes down. Referee looks at it. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gacinovic, he has not stopped running. His work rate has been brilliant and really good defending there from Süle. Otherwise, Jovic would have been on the end of that for his 18th goal of the season.
Corner here for Frankfurt. Here comes that Frankfurt corner towards Da Costa, punched away by Ulreich. Well, the news is that Mainz are now 2-2 with Hoffenheim, so as it stands, Frankfurt back into the Europa League places, so all not lost despite the game being lost here at 5-1. Frankfurt for now back in Europe. Another goal from Ribery. And then Robben with his goal.
Well,
as things stand, Bayern champions by 2 points, while in the European race, Frankfurt are now back up to 7th and the Europa League.
Well, the disappointment of today, Eintracht Frankfurt can potentially take some positives out of it if they were to qualify for the Europa League. It'd be some consolation for them.
Meanwhile, Renato Sanches is down injured. So final 5 minutes of the season. A goal from Robben, a goal from Ribery. It's what they wanted, it's what they've come to see. A day which has been perfect so far in all regards for Bayern. And still, as we say, one more game to play. Next week's German Cup final, when they will take on Leipzig. But for now, the Meisterschale is going to be theirs for the 28th time in the Bundesliga era and for 7 successive years. Ribery still with the passion of a player who's just begun his career here. Play goes on for now, Bayern with 10 players with Renato Sanches off. It's Thomas Müller. with Ribery. To the last 4 minutes. Ribery for Niklas Süle. Long here for Lewandowski. With him he's got both Robben and Ribery, but finds neither. It's Lucas Toro. It's Kostic now on the ball for Frankfurt. Infield finds Aller. In turn for Toro. Bayern's lead convincing. The title's going to be theirs by 2 points as things stand, but we should say too, Dortmund have given them a real fight this season. It has been a true title race, and Dortmund have more than played their part in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what you want. You want to have that closeness in the league. You want to have that competitiveness. And I mean, the dramas of the final day of the season are always brilliant, particularly for the neutrals. And then with just so many positions up for grabs still at this late stage. It's great viewing.
It's Hinteregger on to Kostic. Attacks here with pace and purpose, and with Aller and Jovic with him. Renato Sanches to play 2 more minutes. Can this man find his 100th goal in the Bundesliga in what remains? I wonder. Arjen Robben on to Ribery. For one last time, maybe. Ribery's gone down as well. And foul free kick.
I think the referee looked like he was desperately wanting to award him a penalty there. But I had to think twice about it. Right on the edge of the 80-yard box. Did well again, Ribery. He's just causing all sorts of trouble there. Yeah, just outside the box there, you can see. And, yeah, great play by him.
So a free kick for Bayern. Robben is there and Thomas Müller is there. This one is left to Thomas Müller for Bayern. Is their 6th goal here to finish things off. Emphatic, dominant, in total charge. And with a free kick here, which Thomas Müller is on. Müller takes for Arjen Robben. Blocked. And cleared away. Now in the game's last minute. Here comes Ribery. Thomas Müller. Lucas Toro. Now Luka Jovic. Jovic for Gacinovic. The head he's got on the run here, Kostic. Kostic takes on the shot, which he fires off target. Now into the season's last 20 seconds maybe at the Allianz Arena. And Bayern know it's very close now, in touching distance. The season's final moments in Munich. Bayern know the title's close, and the title's theirs. 7 successive Meisterschales for Bayern München, and this one sealed on the last match day for the first time in 9 years. The League One on the final round of games. Arjen Robben and Ribery say goodbye with goals. A game which has, like the season, the perfect ending with Bayern champions and Robben and Ribery among the goals. What a way to say goodbye. What a way to win the title.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to be at home, to win the game as convincingly as they did in the end. Obviously, it had its moments. You know, moments there where there was potential for a wobble, but Bayern showed their class. The minute they went in 1-1, that lifted to another gear, and then from that point onwards, really it didn't look like anyone else was going to win the game other than Bayern, and then therefore win the title. And it's just brilliant to see players like, you know, Franck Ribery and Arjen Robben come on and contribute, score in their final home games in the Bundesliga.
Well, the emotions there now you can see from all parties. Niko Kovac, ex-Frankfurt coach. Now, as a coach, his first German title. As a player, he won it in 03, and now in 2019 has led this Bayern team to 7 successive German titles. Once more, Bayern are the Bundesliga's best as they take the title on the last match day here with this 5-1 win over Eintracht Frankfurt. Well, club captain Manuel Neuer is last in line behind Niko Kovac, because his job is to lift the trophy. It's been a tough season. They've had to work for this one, Bayern. Pushed all the way by Lucien Favre's Dortmund. Across 10 months, they were 9 points behind back in the cold days, the dark days of December. But here, in glorious sunny May, Niko Kovac and Bayern have done what they had to do. And the trophy awaits. It's been one they've had to graft for this time. They've had to fight for it, battle for it, and earn it. Lothar Matthäus will hand over the Meisterschale to Manuel Neuer, flanked by the departing Ribery, Rafinha and Robben. He says, you take the stage with me and raise with me the Meisterschale, which says FC Bayern München are champions of the Bundesliga for 7 successive seasons and 28 times overall. They are the team who still set the bar, raise the trophy, and set the standards. What a way to end for those 3 players there. 3 glorious Bayern careers.
Yeah, it's just a remarkable career. We keep talking about the fact that incredible, remarkable, amazing. There's so many different types of words you could use for describing what amazing players have been for this club, what success they've had, and to back it up, to show that hunger, that determination, to back it up every year. That's the difference between the very elite, the very top players, the most successful players, is that sheer determination to keep doing it every season, making them hungrier and hungrier every time.
Well, now each player will take his turn with the trophy to enjoy what they've worked so hard for. The hard graft, the endeavours, the ups and downs of a difficult season at times, but one which has, as so often here, the most glorious ending, which is that Bayern München are champions once more of the Bundesliga. 7 on the spin, 7 successive Meisterschales. No one in Germany does it better than Bayern. Once more, they are the ones who set the standards and the ones who finish top of the pile as champions of the Bundesliga once again. Robbery, Robben and Ribery. Will we see their like again, together in a team again? 2 players of such ability, such lofty standards, among the best the world game has ever seen in their respective positions. As Bayern take the acclaim amid the ticker tape of the Allianz Arena, every player wants his hands on the trophy. Niko Kovac had to ride the storm in the autumn, and his eyes are not too dry at the moment. It matters so much to all of these people. They've all played their part, be it as a coach, as a player, the backroom staff. It's a real team effort to win a title. And Bayern are the best team in Germany, simple as that.
Yeah, you do it by right, don't you? I mean, they're there because they deserve it at the end. They did what they had to do. It was tough. You know, they had so many obstacles along the way. There were disappointments, a lot of criticism, which is expected at a club like Bayern if they're not delivering and they're not winning the league by so many points. And it's been a tough one. I mean, I'm sure if you ask all of those players, they'd say it'd be arguably one of their toughest titles of recent time. To be pushed all the way, to come down to it, I think it just makes it so much sweeter when you do win.
It is sweet. Even 9 times over it's sweet for Franck Ribery. And today again, Mark, it was so perfect. The win, the title, for Robben to score and Ribery to score. You couldn't have written this any better.
No, you couldn't have. But you know, it comes down to, starts first with the manager, the coaching staff and the players. It's the type of attitude, the way they approach the game. You know, when you see players like Robben and Ribery coming on, you know, the masters of the positions, replacing the apprentices and lifting it even more. You know, they don't have the legs anymore, potentially, to play at this level for 90 minutes. However, when they came on, they lifted the game, they lifted the team, the teammates around them, almost like a point to prove. And the guys delivered. I mean, particularly, you look at Ribery's goal, what a sensational solo goal. Robben making those darting runs, getting on the end of things. He had to get there to make that movement, make that run into the box. These are guys that are at the end of their careers who are showing these players, these young players, that there's still that hunger, that desire right to the very end.
And here comes the tradition, the famous beer shower. Niko Kovac. It's not that warm a day now in the shade either. Drenched in the first beer of the evening, of which there'll be many, many sung here and elsewhere around this city. The Marienplatz will see its traditional celebration in the city later on, I'm sure. But on the field now, the players will enjoy what has become a real tradition here, the beer shower, of which Robben has enjoyed 8, Ribery 9. And players who, you can see, they still enjoy this. It's been done before in their careers. They've won this time and time again, but they still love this moment that they've worked so hard for.
That's what it comes down to, doesn't it? This is what all the hard work's for. The hard work is there at the end to prove the critics wrong, and to show that you're still able to win titles, that you're still strong enough, that you're mentally strong enough, physically, you have that determination, that desire to keep pushing, keep going on to winning titles. And you've got to give them credit for that, because that's an amazing trait to have, and it drives the players within the group to come up alongside, to lift them, to try and stay with them. People like Arjen Robben, if Franck Ribery can still show that hunger and that desire to win things at their age after what they've won, that gives the younger players no choice other than to follow.
So these greats of Bayern, Robben, Ribery and Rafinha, bid their farewell in winning fashion after winning careers here. Renato Sanches too, don't forget, got his first ever league goal for the club today. And of all the time to score it, it was in a game to win the title. And the players take the plaudits, take the celebrations. And the beer shower now sees the fans get their drink as well. You can see, though, what it means for the fans as well to get their chance to say goodbye to their players here. The likes of Robben, Ribery departing. The warm embrace, Ribery, his last game. They welcome the fans on the field here, 1 or 2 as well, to share the moment. But we will now leave you with Bayern enjoying the spoils of their victory as their greats bid farewell, with Bayern once more as the Bundesliga's best, champions for 7 straight years and for 28 times in the Bundesliga era. From Dan O'Hagan and Mark Schwartz at the Allianz Arena, it's goodbye. We'll see you next season.